Good evening, everybody. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good weekend. Welcome back to Ron's Weather Adventures. Good to have you here. If you've never been here, please hit the subscribe button and like this video if you like the content. Today I'm going to talk about a few things that are storm related, weather related. Of course, that's mostly what you'll see on this channel. I'm going to talk about some hazards, and I'm going to try to keep it short, but you see storm chasers and stuff, out there, content out there, where people are in close range with tornadoes and stuff like that, lightning strikes. I've been through it all. I've done it all. I've seen it all. I wouldn't drive into a tornado. That's foolishness in my opinion. But to me, the number one hazard is navigating, traveling, getting from A to B, chasing these storms. Road networking is terrible in some areas. You don't know the roads. People get stuck. I've never been stuck in mud personally, but it happens. I try to avoid dirt roads, but the overwhelming evidence to me over 40 plus years is the hazard is traveling. Wet roads. I mean, I've hydroplaned a vehicle, and trust me, I know what it's like. And in 2020, I was in a really bad wreck. I won't go into big details, but lost that vehicle. But over the years, you ask my wife, when she goes with me, it's always something, and it's always something with traveling, with road networking, and especially with wet roads, you got to slow down. After I hydroplaned a vehicle and I wasn't going overly fast, it was just so much water on the road. I kind of developed a fear of driving on water. I know it sounds stupid, but maybe it's not so stupid. It's just being more cautious now. Kind of like a PTSD, I guess. But since that incident, I've slowed way down, and I'm in the right lane on the highway, and when it's traffic. But I don't trust the vehicle. I don't trust the tires. I lost confidence in that because that situation, the vehicle, for the speed I was going, shouldn't have hydroplaned, but it is what it is. I mean, wasn't going but 50 miles an hour. Maybe that's too fast when there's 2 inches of water on the road. But, everybody has a fear of storms or weather related. I know that my wife, she kind of has a fear of high winds. I mean, we've been through a lot, and when it comes to these storms, straight line winds, they just are destructive, and they cover a large area. But we've rock and rolled, a bunch, and when it comes to high winds, I think she's pretty much uneasy, especially here at the house. But like I said, everybody has their own little thing when it comes to weather. I respect weather, even though I've chased tornadoes, and I'll be out in the middle of a field in West Texas, shooting lightning at midnight, 2 in the morning, and there's nobody around. If I get struck by lightning, they may never find me. You know, the way I see it, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. But I do enjoy it. It's a passion, and I don't have a fear of a lot of situations. But when it comes to water and driving, I do have quite a bit of nervous. I get nervous, and I'm just being honest. I mean, everybody, like I said, has their own little fear or anxiety of certain weather conditions. You know, the road hazards are endless, and that's something nobody really talks about. But you know how many times I've been out there and I'm driving on a FM or back road and come over the hill, and there's Miss Piggy and her 12 little ones just sitting dead in the middle of the road, and the roads are wet, and you gotta figure out if you can get stopped quick enough, or what are you gonna do? You're gonna hit the bar ditch. You know, that's happened. Come over the hill and there's cattle on the road because they got out during the storm. That's happened. You know, I've unfortunately hit 2 armadillos at one time. I've hit 2 raccoons at one time. I hit a bobcat. I've hit almost every animal out there except a horse and a cow. That's just part of driving, and that's how hazardous it is at night. Daytime even, it can be hazardous. So, you know, everybody has that fear or anxiety, and in reality, it is dangerous to get out there. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I've seen it all, and all you can do is pray and hope you make it back home safe. But a lot of the storms, some of the best activity, supercells produce tornadoes primarily between 5 and 7 p.m. in the evening. It's a favored time, but it can happen anytime. But I just wanted to put this out there that the road hazards are great, and they're endless. You never know, and oftentimes when I'm trying to get from A to B chasing a storm, and this storm's got a tornado warning on it, and I'm trying to catch up with it, and you know, essentially get some footage, I have to tell myself to slow down. You know, it's not worth speeding or driving overly fast on water. That's just not smart, and it's taken me many years to learn that. But you cannot, you know, rush, and you can end up in a bad situation real quick. This video is just kind of about those anxieties and those fears. Everybody, you know, some people are scared of this or that. Maybe they're scared of lightning. Maybe they're scared of a tornado. I know the percentages, and the percentages are fairly low that you'll get struck by lightning or hit by a tornado. You know, but driving, you can bet the odds are great that you can get in an accident real fast, and that over the years, I mean, you can go from driving on dry pavement to wet roads to tennis balls laying all over the road, tennis ball size hell. That's happened, you know, and you can't drive on that. Try driving on that. So, but yeah, road hazards is right up there at the #1 spot for me when it comes to storm chasing. Let me know what your fear of storms or some type of weather is in the comments. Is it fear of tornadoes or lightning or just, you know, even people have fear of being snowed in, you know, so, you know, there's even hurricanes now. That's a different story there, but hurricanes cover a large area and you've got to evacuate. It's best to, you know, when powerful hurricanes. I could go on and ramble about all the hazards and dangers that are involved, but just kind of hitting on a few and just kind of wanted to see if y'all, Texas, y'all, I'm in North Texas, Parker County, so we say y'all here. I speak Texan. But yeah, if any of y'all just have any anxieties or fears, let me know in the comments. I'd like to, you know, if you need someone to talk to about it, you know, I'm willing to do that to maybe help or help you understand. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, you need to face your fears and get out there and get exposed to, or, you know, I don't know what there's no magic silver bullet. So I've never had a fear of thunderstorms, lightning, this and that, tornadoes. I mean, they don't bother me. Driving on wet roads, yeah, it does. And I'm just being honest, but maybe it's some PTSD from that incident in 2020. I could have easily been killed. I was hit real hard by another vehicle, and I'll leave it at that. But drop you know, anything in the comments if you have any questions, concerns, want to talk about it. Let me know, or maybe there's some anxiety or fears that I'm not aware of out there that people, you know, experience on a day, or, you know, every time some weather comes into their area. So anyway, just kind of wanted to hit on this topic. I know it's not a fun one to talk about, but I think sometimes it needs to be every once in a while addressed. As we're going into storm season, this is early February, but storm season can kick in any time if the conditions are favorable. So, you know, especially March, it's really going to get going. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I appreciate you listening to this, you know, me ramble on, but you know, talk to me. You know, leave something in the comments about maybe what you have a fear of, or maybe you're just fearless. If you're fearless, you need to come storm chasing with me, because I need you in the co-pilot seat. But you know, I'm not careless. I just maybe, you know, like I said, since that incident, I've developed some fear driving on roads, but it is like one of the #1 hazards to me. I've never had any other injuries or anything, been hurt from storm chasing. Just road. I mean, driving on roads, they're bad. They're bad when they're dry. They're bad when you're driving in traffic. We know that because nobody can really drive. So yeah, hit me up in the comments. Let me know, and maybe I'm missing something, but I think it's something that needs to be talked about every once in a while. Not often, but I just wanted to express my opinion on it. Driving on roads is dangerous. Getting from A to B is dangerous, especially in weather. So y'all have a good rest of the weekend. It's Saturday evening. I don't know. We got a little system kicking in up through Texas on Tuesday, but doesn't look like a severe setup or nothing. So maybe some thunderstorms, showers and thunderstorms, but nothing major. Other than that, I'll keep an eye on it, and kind of anxious to get back out there and chase some storms. It's been a long. I haven't even seen lightning or heard thunder in probably 2 months. So I'll be glad to get back out there and start getting some more footage to share with y'all and stuff. So regardless, I'll be out there, God willing. So y'all have a great rest of the weekend. I appreciate you stopping by and listening to me. Don't forget to subscribe if you've never subscribed to this channel, and hit the like button on this this video if you like what I'm talking about, and I'll see you on the next one, and y'all have a good one. Bye bye.